Harvey and I are ready for trivia night. AFL, Arts for Life. Yearly thing. We've won #1 the last 2 years in a row. Last year, the theme was the Roaring Twenties. This year, it's t-shirts with the names of the programs and shows, musicals you've been in. But I don't have one of those, so I said I will dress as Aunt Ethel because I was in Harvey.
Super ultra high-tech technical ways.
There we go. We'll crop that later. All right.
Here with the answers to these questions. What spy story parody shares the plot and characters of an Alfred Hitchcock film? That is, of course, The 39 Steps. Question 2. Susie Hendricks is a blind Greenwich Village housewife in what Friedrich Not play? Wait Until Dark.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, Sabrina?
I have a hedgehog. I almost named it Sam.
Sorry to break up everything, folks.
Alright, I'm gonna hush now because I'll keep talking.
Beautiful. Got everything ready to go for our next round here.
In third place with a score of, after 5 rounds of scoring, with a score of 48 out of the possible 50 is Team 7. And we have a two-way tie for first place. Both teams having 49 out of 50. And that's Team 10 and Team 1.
Yay, that's us, Team 1.
Wow,
Yay!
that is impressive.
Tied for first place.
Congratulations.
We have to guess the musical or show by the dance routines. I think this is West Side Story. I guess I'll find out when we go to the answers. This one's question 9. They're all dressed up in, I don't know, early 1700s clothes. I don't know. I don't go to musicals. Could this possibly be Beauty and the Beast? Or something? Not Cinderella, is it?
All right, finally, number 10, last question of the night. Here we go.
Oh, what's that one? The Billy Joel. They made out of the Billy Joel music. Only the good die young. What is that musical they made out of the Billy Joel music?
Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
8 was West Side Story.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And number 10 was Moving Out.
Yeah, it's the Billy Joel music.
And again, our highlights here of Outstanding Production nominees. Remember, this year we did combine drama.
Rank of 5, there was a tie for 5th place teams. Those two teams are Team 7 and Team 8 with a score of 67.
That's not us.
4th place team with a score of 70 was Team 11. Our 3rd place team with a score of 74 was Team 12.
That's not us.
And we had a tie for the 1st place team.
Ooh.
And this is why we asked folks to put in their
their guess as to how many we get right.
Round. Tim, I need you to remind me.
My group's tied for number 1.
So team number 10 put in 75, and team number 1 put in 72.
So number 10 wins.
Oh!
Correct.
Congratulations to team number 10 with a score of 79 out of a possible 80.
All right, Team 10. Snap.
We only got one question wrong, but so did another table.
Yeah.
And they guessed closer to what they would get right than we did, so they won. Aww. This is the Script-teasers, the San Diego Script-teasers. It's a writing guild, a writing group, where they present their writings and some people read it. Hopefully in the future they'll have me read.
How about dramatic? Oh, Grant?
That's been the last 2-3 days. From batting 1,000, which means the ball comes at you 1,000 times and you bat at it but you miss every time. In other words, bad luck through the week. Okay luck yesterday with the AFL Arts for Life Trivia Night. I wanted to guess a higher number, but to play it safe, we guessed 72. But we were still number one, really, actually. I mean, we only missed one question. So it wasn't too bad. Today I felt so depressed, and I laid in bed as long as I possibly could. I got up at 1 o'clock because I just didn't feel like it. The kitty cat needed to eat. And my shoulder hurt so bad, I just couldn't get comfortable. I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and then I take some Tylenol or ibuprofen or something, because my shoulder hurts so bad I can't even lift my arm. And when I was sleeping, I was a spy for the United States government. Various things that happened in the dream showed that I was a spy, but I was unknowingly a spy until some things presented themselves. The White House showed up on a symbol with the seal and everything on a device I had in my hand, telling me that my next location was whatever, and I was transported there. So this is who knows? Good Lord. And next thing I know, there's some kid saying, "There's Bethlehem, there's Bethlehem." I was in the Middle East with just, a pack of wrapped up in a blanket of whatever I had or needed. My dreams are like that, where I am working, and I am walking, and I am climbing, so when I wake up, I'm exhausted. Do I go to another dimension when I go to sleep? You know how you can go through the wormhole to another time period or dimension or parallel universe. So I was really bumming out. I got up and, a person knows that they need to eat something, and I didn't want to, but I thought, well, maybe I'll make some pancakes, so I'll have pancakes for the next 3 or 4 days. And sometimes I'll do that. I'll cook a bunch of stuff at one time and just put it in the fridge. And apparently the burner gets really hot, and the pancakes started smoking, and Brian came down from upstairs. He could smell the pancakes burning, and he wanted to know what was going on. Doesn't want me to burn the house down. I understand that, but when the weather gets a little better, I'm going to take my stuff outside and cook outside. That's all I can think of. It won't smell up the joint. I'll have to come up with some little cooking table or something outside that can remain outside, that I just take my stovetop out or something, or maybe it covers up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But I was really bumming, and I was crying. Brian had a good talking with me. I think he'll be a good dad, because the way he was talking to me, not down at me, but talking to me and laying everything straight, and telling me all the stress he's under and everything, which when a person is having issues or problems, they don't think outside themselves. They bury themselves down, and they either come out of it when their inward thoughts are done hashing it out, or they get pulled out by somebody saying, "Hey, you." I've just not been in a good place lately, and I don't know if getting medicine will help, or I just got to get my butt in gear and realize that I've been lucky, and I've got to really work at it. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to living in a very small place, very small quarters. I'm used to living by myself and being alone, but I'm also used to being able to turn the television on and get regular television. This TV doesn't get regular television. I had a landline telephone. I now have only one cell phone thing that I still not really sure how to use. And when I always been, maybe I'm a perfectionist in a way or something. It's like if I don't think I can do it right, then I don't bother at all. I don't know. I'm like, certain things like that I'm going to have to get over. I've managed to make it this far, and Brian did bring a point to my mind with school, and he's going for bachelor's, and it was a scholarship given to him. He says if he doesn't go through this and do it now, then it'll be on his dime when he does. So he's trying to get through it now, and hopefully he wants to take over the nurse educator for the floor, which is less physical work for him. It's a bunch of paperwork, but it's less physical work for him, and he's 6'10" and has back problems, so it would be a beneficial would be beneficial if he did that. So he's working on that, and good for him. I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of him trying to, when a problem starts arising, to get it hashed out right away instead of letting it develop into a big problem, which is what he did. He came down and we talked. And then he made me think back when I was his age. He's at different ages. You have responsibilities or things that you do or have to do, and or life in general. When you're younger, your parents take care of things, generally speaking. Parents take care of things, you don't have a whole lot to worry about. As you get older, you have more and more life to deal with, and then by the time you're a young adult, you're out on your own, you have a lot to deal with. And when you finally get it kind of all together, life changes again, which is where I am now. But he's still in the busy mode. He says, I don't know how I'm going to handle all of this, being a dad and studying at school and doing the stuff at work, and then having to deal with, Ashley and the baby and me and this. And he says, I'm about ready to explode. And I felt really bad, and I kept apologizing. He said, stop apologizing. But then I thought back, when I was his age, I had a husband that didn't want to work, so he didn't. And he didn't want to do anything around the house, so he didn't. And then I had 2 little kids, and I had school, and I had work, and I had to take care of the house, and any other issue that came up. And it was all on my dime at the time. And if I couldn't afford it, I'm the one that stood in line for hours and hours for help. I did it. I made it through that. I said, it's like looking down the field at a fence. On the other side of the fence is life the way you want it to be. On this side of the fence, you still have to work to get there. And I said, you'll get there. You know it's only temporary. And it's from walking from here to there and getting through that fence. And there's a gate there. It will afford itself to you when it's time. But you have to do things to get to that gate. Brian said I need to make some more goals and write it down on the dry erase board, which I will have to do. I have an issue with having to finish in my head. I can only do this, and then when that's over, I can do the next thing. I don't know if that's an autism thing. I don't know. But my hands look really fat. To match the rest of me, I guess. Kitty cat's sleeping. He's over here, sacked out. He's tired. I think what I'm going to do is I am improving my diet, but I didn't last night. I had fried potatoes and hamburger at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I do plan on improving my diet. I have a bunch of lentils. I'm going to make lentil carrot soup eventually. Not sure what day today or whatever. Tomorrow is Pi Day. Pi as in the Greek letter pi. Pi, which stands for 3.14 blah 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 blah. A bunch of numbers. So what do I do on Pi Day? I have pie. Pizza pie. I have a pizza in a frozen one this time. Hopefully it's got to be better than the one I made last time. And maybe I'll make a little apple pie. So it will definitely be Pi Day. Monday will be, I'm narrating for the Writers Guild through a Zoom thing. Then the rest of the time I don't really have anything going until the doctor visit on the 31st, which I hope things can get sorted out. I went online and I don't qualify for the vaccine at this point in time. They're opening it up to more people on the 15th, which is what, Monday? So I might get called sooner than I think. I don't know. I put my name on the list. So I'm on a list. All you have to do is get a hold of me through my email and we shall see. I think I'll make the pie tonight and a pizza pie tomorrow. Maybe some salads and things, and have a week's worth of stuff in the fridge so I can work on other things. I've been wanting to do the music, but I have a mess, and I set the mess myself. I know I do. I sabotage myself. I do. I'm sorry this is an incredibly long vlog, but I had to explain what the hell's going on and show you snippets of what's been happening. And of course next Wednesday will be Whoop Whoop Wednesday, where I will have a joke for you no matter what happens. Upward and onward.